welcome back to my channel. And today we got another video. Oh yeah. For real. It's like, nah, I'm Simply Brittany J, and welcome back to my channel. And today's a little Simply session. I'm sipping on a little champagne. Just something to wet my whistle. Nothing major. Nothing to go brag about to your neighbors. Just something casual. Just a cup. I'm old enough. I might look like I'm 17, but I'm almost 27. Get a load of me. Anyways. And of course, I'm not about to just be sitting here. I already hit it a little bit because that's what I do. That's what okay, I gotta stop. That's what I do. But no. Today's little session is basically about the big upcoming change that I made in my life. If you don't know, now you know. I quit my job. Yes, I did. And a lot of you like, oh my God, no. You've been there for a good minute. Why did you quit your job? That's so crazy. I'm like, trust me. It might have been a sudden decision. It was kind of sudden, kind of wasn't. It was sudden just because I didn't plan for it, but at the same time I did, like, if it makes sense. Like, okay. So, the job that I used to work at, it was cool and all, but it caused a lot of problems. Like, I stayed there so long because the money was pretty decent, you know. I couldn't complain too much. It did what I needed to do when I needed shit to be done, basically. But have you ever just been so unhappy that every time you go to work, it's just like a part of you just dies? That was me. And it was becoming more apparent, like, every day. And then I realized that I was staying for other people. Like, I was staying for everybody but me. And I understand, like, sometimes when you are an adult and you have responsibilities, you work these jobs and stuff like that, that you stay because of your responsibilities. But then you have to understand at the same time, if anybody who, like, truly know me, I am an advocate for mental health. Because if you truly know me, like, I've been through a lot of things in my life that has caused mental issues because they've been so traumatic. And so, off that standpoint alone, like, I just feel like if you ever somewhere where you just completely just unhappy and it's just like it's killing your spirit inside to go every day, leave. Because honestly, that's gonna lead to something worse. A job is not worth you having a mental breakdown or you feeling some type of way about yourself. Like, it's not worth that. It's not worth that. Like, nothing in this world is worth that. And, like, it wasn't so, it's like, okay, the job was stressful. Every job is stressful. That was never the hard part about it. The hard part about the job was more so, like, being stressed out and then also adding more stress to that normal stress of just your job, but also having the stress of somebody else's job, because the person who's supposed to be leading and who's supposed to be, like, holding stuff down and making sure everything is okay is very incompetent. So now you got added stress on from their incompetence. And it's just like, you got that going on. So now you got your job stress, your who's supposed to be your boss job stress on top of you. Then you have because they was gone for a while, like you have trusted new people, so then you got your co-workers trust on top of you, that too. So then you got just unnecessary work stress on top of your own work stress. Then you got outside life stress. It's just like, hold up. I might not can do anything about my outside life stress, but I can do something about this work stress. And even when you try to pull away from yourself and just be like, all right, I'm not going to hold on to none of that, it's still happening. You still end up being in a position where you just be like, why am I here? And then, like, it's just, but the thing is, too, I'm going to be real 100. They always say, if you ever feel like you're going to be in a violent situation, take yourself up on out of that thing right there. And that was me. I am never an advocate for violence or anything like that, but like that, that's how you get yourself in trouble. That's how a lot of people get themselves in trouble. If you feel like you're in a situation that might lead you to an emotion that you can't control, remove yourself. As simple as that. Just remove yourself. Because at that point, you did the best that you can to your ability. At that point, if you remove yourself every time, that person is officially harassing you. Every time they come around, if you remove yourself, they coming to you. Because if you avoiding them and removing yourself from the situation, they are officially harassing you in the situation. And you just, you know what? You gotta take your wins how you take your wins and be smarter about it. Sometimes everybody want to be violent and act the way out, but it's just like, you know what? You just gotta move smarter. And that's just really basically it. But yeah. It's just, and I wasn't even talking about also like the job that I used to work at. It was like racist situations and stuff like that. Well, a lot of people might not say this was racist. They might say, kind of stereotyping my culture or stuff like that. Like, or however you want to play it, but like it was a particular co-worker who was of the Caucasian nature, and they'll just say stuff like, because I'm Jamaican and stuff like that, they'll put on a fake Jamaican accent and say certain things like typical Jamaican phrases, and it just be like, if I address to you that I find that offensive and you still keep doing it, it's like, at that point, you just doing it because you just doing it to offend me. And then it's just like, now it's just like, do you have a problem with all Jamaicans? Do you look at them as foreigners? Because it's like, we had other Jamaican co-workers at that place as well. And they would just be like, they wouldn't be around, but when they get on the walkie or anything like that, like they speak out loud, here she come back with like a joking thing with it, and it's just like, nah, that ain't it, bro. That ain't it. And this is not my first time. This is actually my second time having an issue or a racial issue with that same employee. So it's just like, at that point, I just rather just not be there anymore. So, and I wish I could break down every little reason, like every little single one of them. I wish I can break it down. No, I hate when my blunt go out, 'cause I wait too long to hit it. I'm sorry for my little jam session. It's not even like I can just sing. I just love music. But anyways, yeah, so right now I am focusing on two things. Me, I feel like this is the best time for me to really just follow my dreams and stuff like that and do what I need to do. I'm still gonna make money, but I don't want to be restricted to a place that was making me so unhappy. And then two, that's basically the other thing I'm focusing on is my happiness. Like when you're in a place of like serious depression for so long and you finally grasp happiness, and then you start to like really understand and figure out your life, like, okay, where was this unhappiness coming from? You realize like, oh snap, this is where it was coming from. And you realize, you start to like cut sources that was like, and then focus on, because at the end of the day, I want to live a good, happy life. I want to be prosperous. I want to do all the things in life, but at the same time, I want to be happy. Point blank, period. No matter what it is, I want to be happy. And I feel like as we get older and stuff like that, we look so much into what we gotta do. And luckily, I'm at the point in my life where, besides my just normal bills and stuff like that, I don't have any serious responsibilities. So I'm just like, I feel like I'm really at the best point in my life for me to just take the opportunity to like see what I can do. Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for this new chapter in my life. I'm ready for this new journey. I'm just ready for it all. Like, I feel like nobody can stop me at this point in time. I feel like I can really start to get back to the old me, because I feel like I lost myself, my true self along the way. That's another reason why I feel like I was unhappy. But yeah. One thing for sure, two things for certain. Junie B, that's me. It's gonna be alright. And the crazy part about it is just like, I was so set to take other job opportunities before I left my old job. Like before, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just take another job, get another job just quickly. And then I thought about it and I was just like, I don't want to be stuck somewhere automatically so quickly and then be unhappy. Like that's what happened the last time. And that's the reason why I ended up coming back. And I'm like, no, I want to actually take my time and think about it and just not be forced. That's why I like night now. Right now. I feel like I just said night now. But anyway, right now, it's just that time. So yeah. If you rock with me, come along with me on this journey. We're gonna see. Follow my social medias to see what else I'm up to. I'm gonna leave them in the description. And we're just gonna just figure out how this shit go. I mean, I don't really necessarily want to say I'm winging it, because I'm not, because I do have a plan. But aside from my basic plan, I'm gonna say I'm winging it outside of that, because it's like I want to also explore my happiness. So that's where I'm just going with the flow this is coming from. But as far as like financial stuff like that I got a plan. But eventually I'm trying to make my go with the flow and my plan line up to be a destiny. But yeah. Anyway, that's all I got to say. This was another little simple session. I didn't really get to hit the glizzy like that, so that was a player. And just a little side note I'm gonna leave off with. Who was the first person to just be like, start calling hot dogs glizzy? Whoever they are, I just want to thank you so much, because literally you have added a little bit of joy and excitement in my life. And I've just noticed this whole entire time my light hasn't been fully on. That's probably why it's been looking a little dim in here, but whatever, it is what it is. Anyways, I'm your girl, Simply Brittany J. I hope you guys have a wonderful night or day whenever you're watching this. Peace, love, tranquility. I don't know. Have a good one, y'all.